Here we have a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra. This one comes in the inline trim level. Intense blue is the color. And then we have black cloth and leather red interior as part of these sports seats. For the powertrain, we get a 201 horsepower, 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, made it to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. And just love the front fascia look here. Very sporty, not seeing any plastic across the front. And that's pretty impressive for this kind of car. 18-inch alloy wheels here. Passive keyless entry on the front. And then we have our power window controls here. One touch up and down for the driver's side. Rear window lock is there. Power door lock controls, power mirror controls. You get blind spot monitors. Love the trim. Just the red stitching, how it goes with the door panel there. Hood release. And there are the pedals there. You get a manual tilt as well as telescoping steering wheel. And then your gas cap release here. And you can pop the trunk from up here as well. But there's a power driver seat, two-way power lumbar support. Love how you have the end stitched on the front seats here. But I want to give a huge thanks to Hyundai of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on something close to your area, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local deals are fighting to get you the best price on any new vehicle you might be interested in. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out this room in the back seat. So for this to be such a small car, it's pretty impressive. Of course, my legs aren't not touching the back of the seat, but there's a lot more space than you'd expect in this vehicle. And the headroom is phenomenal because even with the sunroof, they kind of curve the roof line back up there so you have more headspace in the back seat. Cup holders there in the middle. You get two USB-C charge ports in the back. View of the front from back here. And then there's your grab handle, and you can hook a hanger or whatever you need to right there. But let's make our way towards the back. It's your child locks. If you ever need to use them, you just stick like a key or something in the middle and just turn it. Gas cap is there. Now you have a release for the trunk back here as well if you want to use that. But there's a cargo space, which is pretty good, again, for this size vehicle. And then you can pull this latch here to get to the second row if you want to fold it flat. For whatever reason, this doesn't want to stay, but there's your inflator kit there. And there's a look at the rear end LED tail lamps. Love the exhaust. And then coming back to the rear passenger side, again, it's not one to kind of let up there, but might just be something up with the actual latch. But this will fold flat if you need it to on either side. The top tethers for the car seats are there, and then the anchors are on the bottom, squished in between the seat bottom and the seat back. And there's your four-way manual front passenger seat. Side pocket here. The glove compartment with the owner's manuals. But as we come back around to the front end, there's that 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Again, 201 horsepower is pretty impressive. But it's freezing out here. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Whew, that's much better. Leather wrap steering wheel here. Love just the sports sides here. That's perforated. Just looks good, feels good. Then you have the M logo down there. Nice horn sound as well. Now to the infotainment system, you do get AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio, and then you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, navigation system there. Type in your destination or use voice recognition, and then all of your other settings, including the climate settings, are in here. Now you can go into the setup and you can mess with your driver assistance, the cluster, all of that, and you also have your general settings, which is where you go to change your language as well as your units of measurement. Hazards there in the middle. Backup cameras there. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, dual zone automatic climate controls, 3-stage heated front seats. Pretty self-explanatory. You have 3 stages of auto, and then you can sync, unsync there. 12 volt here, USB-A port, USB-C charge port, wireless charging pad. And then for the shifter, grab the lever, reverse, neutral, drive. Come over here, and you can shift from the shifter or the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Handbrake, of course. And then your bottle holders, center console cubby space, and all of your buttons for the lights and the sunroof were right here. But with that shade back, you can tilt or slide, but that's a one-touch slide right there. Hit it a second time, goes all the way to the back. Then you can close it back one touch as well. There's a look at the back seat. And there's a shade. It's kind of dark in here though, so I'm gonna open the sunroof shade back up. It's so cloudy. Now, drive modes, buttons right here. You get normal, sport, smart. Headlamp controls are here. You have your auto high beams. You can flash there. When the low beams are on and the autos are off, you can turn the high beams on that way. And then you do have your intermittent wipers, one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency there in the middle, and then you can pull up here for the front wiper fluid. And then to the steering wheel itself, volume knob is here. You can click that to mute, which I really like. And then you can hit this button to go through your radio station presets or your track list. You have a phone button here, 2 custom buttons, one on the steering wheel and one right there, and you can set that up based on the settings. I'll kind of show you. If you want to make that a reroute, cancel route, or whatever, and then you can set this one up to make it the radio data or whatever. You can set it up to make it kind of cool feature. Now over here you have your cruise. You can turn that on or off. The lane centering, pause, resume. And then you can go through the sub-menus of the gauge cluster in the middle there, tire pressure sensors, trip meter, and all that. And then you can set the speed for the cruise here. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start.